Hello everyone, welcome to Clever Director Python series. I am Manan Thakkar and today in this video we are going to talk about set type in Python programming language. First of all, prior to this set type, we have already gone through so far with string, list, tuple as well as dictionary type also in Python programming language. So let's move forward with one more interesting type in Python programming language, and that is set. Now let me define what can be meant by set. Set is a collection of unordered set of elements. Understand? Set is a collection of unordered elements. Now what I'm trying to convey with the help of these unordered elements, to justify that, let me just create one variable of set type. Alright. So look at this. Here I'm creating, let's say, one variable of set type. Now to create variable of set type, we have to define collection of element in between this opening and closing curly braces. Now one more question may get raised. In case of dictionary also we have defined collection of element in opening and closing curly braces. Now again in case of set, we are looking to define set variable by defining collection of element in between opening and closing curly braces. So what is difference between this set and dictionary? First of all, understand, in case of dictionary we have defined collection of key value pair combination in between opening and closing braces. Collection of key value pair combination. Understand? Whereas in case of set, we are going to define collection of element, not key value pair of element. Now let me take collection of element. So let's say very first element, let's say Sunday. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and let's say Saturday. Alright, what I have done, I have taken all the days of a week, and let me just execute this thing first. Alright, let me just print it out. Type of this variable S1. Look at this. Variable S1 is of type set. Fine. Now what I have defined as a part of this set. So I have said set is a collection of unordered collection of element ultimately. Right. So now to justify why it is called as unordered collection of element, what should I do? Let me just print element of S1 and just observe its sequence. See, initially we have displayed Sunday, Monday. This is what sequence we have followed in our actual variable S1. But whenever I try to display all the value inside variable S1 of type set, look at that sequence is not at all get maintained. Right? Now let me show one more thing. So can we say yes, set is a collection of unordered collection of element, because see, order is not maintained at all. Now see, if I define one more way, fine, let me take collection of element, let's say 5, 1, 3, 8, let's say 2, and if I execute this, now look at this. If I just try to display value of S2 and we observe this value, so we will be able to observe that value is coming in the form of ordered list. Understand? Right? It is coming in the form of ascending order. And so the way generally if we observe any site or any page and try to look after definition of set, so generally we will find set is a unordered collection of element. But see, if we observe in the case of collection of these strings, right, so generally we are able to observe that unordered collection of element. But whenever we observe collection of that numerical value, generally we find that value get arranged in that ascending order. Right? So they get arranged in some sort of proper order ultimately in that ascending order. Now one more thing or one more interesting characteristic that I'm trying to focus, that is about set, is what? Set does not allow you to display duplicate values. Duplicate values means what? Let me take one more values. Let's say here again I'm going to take, let's say 8. Again I'm going to take 1. And look at this, I'm executing this S2 again. So see, S8 is 2 times available. Similar way, 1 is also available 2 times. Now if I try to display value of S2, then look at this. We won't be able to identify or observe duplicate values available inside that set, right? So can we say set is a unordered collection of element where duplication of element is not at all allowed, though it will not show any kind of error, right, while you are displaying or while you are inserting any duplicate value, but it will not allow you to keep duplicate value whenever you are displaying that duplicate value out. Now understand, if I try to iterate over this set, so can we say for I in, let's say S2, and print let's say I. Look at this. So we are iterating from first element to last element. Look at this. In this sequence, it will display all the values inside that set. Alright. Now let's observe few basic operations. Understand, few basic operation as a part of this set type. Now as I said, it's a collection of unordered elements, right? So if order is not there, so definitely indexing concept we cannot involve, right? So whenever we are inserting, whenever we are removing anything from that set, we are not supposed to specify index of element where we want to insert or which element we supposed to remove from the set. Now understand, if we want to insert anything inside my set, so how I need to execute, let's say S2 dot add. If I want to add anything, so I supposed to specify S2 dot add. Let me insert any value, let's say 10. Alright. Now if I try to just display value of S2, see 10 get included inside my set S2, right? So this is how we can insert single value inside my set. But if we are thinking to insert multiple values inside my set, so we have one interesting function, namely update. See, update purpose in case of set is what? If you are interested to insert multiple values inside variable of set type, then we supposed to use this update method. Now as we are interested to insert multiple values, so what we supposed to do, we need to create a list. Understand, we need to create a list. All right. Now here what let me take numerical value, that will be fine. Let's say 11, 14, let's say 17, let's say 3 value I am looking to insert. See, again I'm let's say displaying value of S2. See, all that 3 values get inserted inside my variable of set type. Fine. Now let me just show you one more way to create set. Let me take same collection of elements. All right. See, okay, fine. Let me take variable S3. S3 equals to, see, instead of this curly braces, what I'm doing, I'm just creating a list, right? I'm just creating a list. Let me just full screen and let's just observe. See what I have done, I have created one list only. Look at this, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cast it into set type. See, I'm going to cast it into set type. Now if I just try to display print, let's say type of S3. Look at this. So see, initially S3 is a list, but what I have done, I have casted into set, right? So S3 become of set type. Look at this. See, S3 is of type set now. All right. Now let me just show you one more step. If we want to, let's say, remove any value from this set, so can we say, let's say S3 dot, let's say remove. Fine. Let me just try to remove, let's say January. Fine. See, if you might be thinking January is not there in S3 and I'm trying to remove something like this, right? See what I'm getting error, key error, right? Because January is not available inside this set S3. But let me show you one more thing. Let's say S3 dot discard, and where I'm going to show you January. Let's say, see, though January is not available, it is not showing any kind of error. One more thing I want to clarify with you, that is this both remove as well as discard function are useful to delete any element from the set. But just observe difference between remove and set. Let me just execute one more time. If I execute remove by passing element which is not available in my set, so see it will show error, key error, that January is not available in your set. But if I try to execute with the help of discard, so though that element is not available, it is not going to remove, but it is also not going to show any kind of error to me. Now let me just try to remove any element which is already available. All right, so let me just remove, let's say, Sunday. Fine. See, if I just try to now display, let's say, S3, so just observe, see, Sunday is not available, only 6 days are there. See, fine. All right, similar way, if I just go ahead with, let's say, S3 dot discard, let's say, and let's say this time I'm going to discard, let's say, Monday. All right, let me just execute again, print S3. See, we are left with only 5 days in a week. Monday is also now not available inside that set. Fine. But I hope this difference between remove and discard in case of this set should have been clear to you, right? So see, one more thing, as we are able to perform this insertion, right, deletion kind of operation, so can we say this set is again what? Set is again, can we say, is mutable type of object. Set is again mutable type of object. So let me just quickly justify everything related to set. So can we say set is a unordered collection of element, but what we have seen, whenever it comes picture of that characters collection, right, we are able to observe that unordered collection of element. But whenever we are dealing with only numerical value and display it out that values, we are generally able to observe all value get sorted in ascending order by default. Followed by that, we have seen how with the help of that typecasting, with the help of set, right, we can create that variable of type set. Followed by that, we have seen how we can insert single element with the help of function, that is add. We have seen also one more function, update, if we are interested to insert multiple element at a time. Followed by that, we have seen two more methods, basically we can say, that is related to remove and discard, right, for the same purpose. But we have seen what is difference between that remove as well as discard also. All right, so this is what there in set, right? If you have any query in this set type, so you can write it down in my comment section. Till then, happy coding and thank you for joining Clever Director. Thank you.